Hey y'all, I'm back and today I'm working on my Bernina B535 and I am just doing some quilting with my Bernina 3-sole walking foot. It's the number 50 with the seam guide, and the sole that I've got on it is the quilting sole. And so this project is just a wall hanging quilt, and it's kind of got a tropical Hawaiian theme with the flip-flops. And so I wanted to just show you kind of what I'm doing with this walking foot. And Bernina's made a really nice walking foot. It seems to me to be wider than the standard Singer or generic walking feet. It's wider than the walking foot that I had on my Juki QVP 1200. And as you can see, I've already started some quilt lines here the other day, and they're looking really nice. This fabric kind of has a basket weave cross hatch, so I'm just following those lines straight, so to kind of follow that pattern. And I'm going to do that in between the flip-flops here, and through the whole piece, and then I'll be ready to bind it when I'm done. But let me show you how this walking foot works, and hopefully you can get let me get you close up so you can get a good look at it here. And forgive me because I have a little bit of allergy, so my voice sounds a little cracky or crackly. And I like to start with my needle down. And what I like to do is just use the little knot feature so the needle goes up and down in place and lock that stitch in. When you're quilting, when I'm quilting, I don't use the cutter feature. It tends to make these not so pretty knots on the back, and I found that to be true with my Juki and my other machines as well that I've had in the past. I prefer just to cut everything with snips at the end of a row. So let's get this started. Show you what it looks like. And then after a few stitches in place, it moves, and then I just pick a place to stop, and I go ahead and click again to do the stitches in place to lock the stitch, and then needle up, and then I go ahead and raise my presser foot, and I go ahead and trim here. And then I'll look underneath and do the same. Now, I can trim up everything real tidy on the back later. I'll wait to do that. But just a really nice walking foot. I like the stitches it's making. I try to watch, and I'm just using the print on this fabric as kind of a guide. Not looking to do really super straight lines with this, since I am going with the print on the fabric, and so it's more I'm using that as a guide rather than trying to get super straight here. Oops, needle up. And that's okay if you don't remember. You can put your presser foot down and hit the needle up button when you do remember. Just be careful when you pull. Make sure you've got that tension off of the needle before you go to pulling, because you can bend your needle. Then trim any threads you want to. But it's doing a really nice job for me. you can just needle up. Trim your threads. And just remember, you can clean up the back when you're done. There again, I do not suggest using the cutter, the auto cutter, because you will make those little nests on the back side that you probably aren't going to want. And they're a little harder to clean up on the back. The nice thing about this, it plants a few stitches and then it'll go ahead and move forward for you. Then you just plant a few stitches, needle up. I do have the knee lever for moving the presser foot up and down. I'm just not real good about using it, so I tend to still reach back there by hand and do that. It just seems more comfortable to me because that's just kind of the way I learned on a machine, that you just use the presser bar lever in the back. And so it's really what you get used to and just what you're comfortable with. And while I still try to use the knee lever to bring my foot up and down, not got the muscle memory to do it, just because of years and years just moving the foot up by hand. So you can see here I've got this section quilted, and I will move on. I need to come over on this side and start with my down stitches. But this is Bernina's made a really, really nice walking foot, and you can't see it in my video, but on this quilting sole, there is a mark right here, and it's kind of like the center where it lines up with your needle, so it's good, helps you kind of as a guide where to place the foot. And so very handy. Much nicer than any walking foot that I've used previously, like I said. And so I'm glad that this was my first foot purchase. When I purchased my machine, I went ahead and got the walking foot as well as the number 37 patchwork foot for the machine. So I'll just show you one more time one line before I go for today and finish quilting. But you can definitely get up a good amount of speed and still keep the line that you want to keep. And I just slowed down there towards the end to kind of maneuver my quilt top the way I wanted to. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed looking at what I'm working on today. And I'll come back to you when I have it finished and kind of show you the finished product. Maybe if I get a chance, I can show you attaching the binding. There's lots of good videos on quilting and binding on here, but I'd just like to share with you folks what I'm doing today. And have a blessed day and take care until next time.